A decade of painstaking underwater search. The wreck of a Soviet World War II submarine has been found in the Baltic Sea. The vessel went down with its 50-man crew in 1940 after being sunk by a mine laid by Finland. As Igor Gorodnev reports, the relatives of those who died say it's a matter of honor to establish what really happened all those years ago.
The legendary lost submarine, discovered at last. For 70 years it was a mystery. How, where, and even when the S-2 perished.
During the war between the Soviet Union and Finland, the sea around the Åland Islands became a focal point for the naval conflict, much of it underwater. In January 1940, a Soviet submarine with a 50-strong crew, armed to the teeth, was passing here when it met its sudden end.
The S-2 was sent by the Soviet High Command to roam and disrupt Finland's supply lines. It set sail on January 1st, 1940.
Surviving on a submarine like this was very difficult. There was no air purification system. The heat was stifling. Besides, the commanders had little information about this area.
3 days later, just as the S-2 was entering the conflict zone, all communication was lost. A lighthouse officer described seeing the submarine surface, then hearing a shattering explosion. That officer's grandson, professional diver Ingvald Eckermann, dedicated 10 years to finding it.
Out there is the Russian submarine.
My father told me the story of the submarine since I was a child, but there were no specific coordinates. We searched everywhere. The moment we found it, it was amazing.
But not everyone believes the S-2 was lost without a fight. Alexander Tutishkin was only a toddler when his father, the most senior officer on the S-2, died. To honor him, he became a Navy man himself.
I turn 73 soon. I have only one dream left. That is to visit the place of my father's death and to find out how he really died.
He claims the S-2 was engaged in action, battling bravely before sustaining serious damage. Leaking oil, with a failing radio system, it tried to communicate with another Soviet ship, but could not make itself clear. Knowing they were doomed, the crew tried to return home before being bombed by Swedish boats, which were helping Finland. Tutishkin claims that Sweden's war neutrality meant the incident was hushed up.
I plan to send this medallion down to the bottom. It will contain photographs and a message to my father.
Now the S-2's final resting place has been found, experts may at last discover how it sank. But unless it is declared an official war grave, underwater treasure hunters may get there first. Igor Gorodnev, RT, the Åland Islands.